Ladies and gentlemen, back in I believe it was 88, in the summer of 1988, as George Herbert Walker Bush, Vice President of the United States, was campaigning, talking about his introducing his grandchildren to President Reagan at a brief airport meeting. Seems a little late in the administration to be introducing them. But George Herbert Walker Bush introduced these children as, these are Jebby's kids from Florida, the little brown ones. The little brown ones referring, of course, to Jebby being married to a woman from Mexico. And apparently, the kids are a little brown, according to George Herbert Walker Bush. He was offended that people would argue that he had anything but pride for his little brown ones. And I'm sure that carries out in the family. Well, the little brown one is now a big brown one. And he is a Texas, I think, county supervisor. What is he? He's got a position in Texas. That is a pretty powerful position. I speculated at the beginning of Jeb Bush's run that this was really as much about introducing his son, George Prescott Bush, to donors around the country, with Jebby thinking, based upon the demographics of the country and the Bush name, George P. will really be the next president. I don't think that Jeb Bush could have imagined that he would leave more of a scorched earth than his brother had left. In other words, I think Jeb actually, his primary desire was to leave the Bushes in a better situation, even if he lost in the general election, to leave them in a better situation so that George P. could run. Well, George P. realized, my dad failed me, and now I have to do this on my own. Here he is, speaking at the Texas Republican County Chairmen's Association in Austin, Texas, just the other day.
And so it's a great team. And when they asked me to be the victory chair this cycle, I was privileged to do so. Honored to be taking on a historic role that works to ensure that we have the resources necessary to help all of our candidates up and down the ballot. And I know that we have Trump's state director here as well. And I know a lot of us in this room had dogs in the fight in the primary leading up to the race. But you know what? It's time to put it aside. And you know, from Team Bush, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but you know what? You get back up, and you help the man that won, and you make sure that we stop Hillary Clinton.
Yes, on Team Bush, it's a bitter pill to swallow, but you get back up, you help the man that won, and you make sure we stop Hillary Clinton. So in other words, Dad, I guess you're off the team. Jeb no longer on Team Bush.
Someone else is your dad now. Say hello to Daddy.
Hey, Jeb. Hey, Jeb. Heard your boy just kicked you in the nuts. That's what you get.
Jeb, you are failure as man. Even son make you cock.
That's right.
Jeb is cock. Come here, give Mama a massage. Me no want bath rubs from you anymore, Jeb. You are so pathetic. But you will watch while Mama have other man over.
Oh, God.
You are cock.
Hey, Jeb, Dad called. Called you cook.
Even little brown one don't respect you, Jeb.
Tried to tell you Tried to tell you this would happen if you married a Mexican girl.
Brother give you fair warning, and me mama tell you while massaging her feet in bathtub. But
Mom.
no, listen.
What happened to Mom? She sounds like she comes from Vietnam now. Oh my God.
Mama, Jeff loved long time.
Yeah, just sort of like, I mean, good for Jeb. Good for Jeb. I mean, does he, I wonder if he like practices like having people kick sand in his face. I mean, I can understand. He says to his son, like, you got to do what you got to do. Jeb.
Well, I mean, you do what you,
No, I instruct you to do it.
instruct you to do it. George P. sounds just like him, too. No, Dad, I don't want to do it. You will do it. It's the only way.
It's the Bush way.
He made a lady of me, and he'll make a lady of you, too. It's okay.
Mission accomplished.
Oh my God. Oh, Jeb.
Jeb's just not a terrible enough person to be successful in this cycle.
George is the Texas State Land Commissioner.
He's the Texas State, which is apparently a powerful position down there.
Probably a nice little place to give land away to corporations and to spoil the environment.
I got to say that I don't know if there's enough time. I mean, he'll go and he'll run for Senate or for the governorship, and he'll serve for, so he's probably thinking now, let's see, 8 years takes us to 2024. I bet this guy is thinking 2032. And I promise you, my children, promise you my children will be working against him. I promise you that. Captain, hello you, I'm Sam Seder. Looking for smart progressive talk that is occasionally amusing? Well, subscribe to our YouTube feed. Subscribe to our podcast. Like us on Facebook. And just generally enjoy us.